Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with my real quick post-fight reaction, post-fight analysis, or just my thoughts on Amanda Ribas versus Paige Vanzant. This fight pretty much went the way everybody felt it was going to go. There were some people that felt like Paige could pull an upset with her experience, but, I knew Amanda Ribas, man, she was just too much for it at this point. It all just comes down to drive. Like, the thing about Amanda and Paige is, like, they're both very sweet, positive girls. The difference is Amanda, there was a point when Paige used to have this too, where, you're just really high energy, but you can really translate that energy back into the octagon where, Amanda, she's sweet, but when she gets in the octagon, she's a killer. She's taking heads off and whooping ass. But like Paige, I think, she has a lot of energy, but it's just for other. I just feel like she just needs to be doing something else right now. Paige has it, but when she goes into the octagon, it's more so her going through the motions. It's not like high energy, and it's not really like balanced out into her killer instinct anymore. If you just go back and look at this fight, Amanda Ribas, she dictated the pace right away, and needed less than a round to submit her with an armbar. Just that pressure she put on Paige right away just showed you that, oh, she's going in for the kill. Like, I felt maybe Paige could last 3 rounds, maybe a 3-round beating, but Amanda Ribas just applied the pressure, took her down with a head body toss, and then transitioned from the back to a slick arm bar, belly down, pulled the arm and just made Paige tap because she smelled blood right away. Amanda Ribas had the blood leaking from the left nostril. I don't know what that came from, but maybe like a headbutt on there, or did Paige land something? I don't know, because Amanda Ribas was just that quick. But if you just look at it, yeah, like right away she could smell blood. She could just see the body language in Paige that, I could go right after her. And of course, she also knew that this wasn't really like a big competitive fight. And shout out to Amanda Ribas. It's just a smart move on her part as a business fighter, as a businesswoman, because Paige is a name. So Amanda Ribas right now, we know she has the skills to possibly compete with, the top level flyweights and strawweights eventually. But right now she just needed a name. So once they see her beat that name, she can say all eyes on me now. So she was reaching for names like Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern was the hype. All right, I want Mackenzie Dern. Okay, Paige, she has a lot of guys loving her. So let me get her an octagon and they'll see me whoop their favorite fighter. It's just one of those situations. Like, she knew it wasn't high-level competition because Paige has been out of the octagon for over a year. You know what I mean? And speaking of being out of the octagon for over a year, in between that time, Paige, she suffered a broken arm. She's been dabbling in other things like, shows, just making money off of Instagram, and just a lot of other outlets where she makes a lot of money. And, she stated that she makes more money doing like one episode of Dancing with the Stars versus her whole UFC career, so that type of talk just lets you know that maybe Paige is ready to just kind of focus on other things as far as a career. I know she still has the fight in her, which a lot of people do, but sometimes you just have to transition that fight into something else now, maybe being a trainer. Even if she went to Bellator, I think the results would be the same. The flyweight division over there has tough competition. Everybody, even like Valerie Laredo, Kate Jackson, Brunella, all of those ladies she would take on over there would still give her hell, So I think right now, no knock to Paige as a fighter. She did her thing. She had her run. But when you start dabbling in other things, as far as like money can start to put that comfort in you, whether you realize it or not. Comfort's a dangerous thing because you won't really feel it coming. You don't really feel it sometimes. It could just say, let me settle into a person, and they won't even know what it is that kind of like taking the fight out of them. They're taking the flame out of them. So I think Paige just doesn't know it, but she has that comfort now. She still has the business mind, of course, because she's making money and knows how to push herself and sell herself to make money in other outlets. But like I said, as far as a fighter, that comfort's been slowly pushing it out. It's very subtly pushing it out of her. She just hasn't realized it yet, because she started fighting at such a young age, so she's always going to feel like a fighter. She debuted at 18, so she's always going to have that in her. But there's going to be a time where you just have to say, yo, it's time to hang it up. you know. But again, shout out to Amanda Ribas. You know, she did what she was supposed to do. Right business move as far as a fight. You know, made a big statement with the win. And from here, you know, she can maybe go on and fight a top level, you know, some of the higher level straw weights or flyweights from here, you know, maybe a Macy Barber fight if Macy Barber returns. So again, that would be another good business move and competitive fight. But again, for Paige, man, it's just time to kind of, you know, maybe rethink fighting. I know she wanted to renegotiate her contract if she won this fight, but even if she did win this fight, everybody else in the strawweight division and flyweight division, you know, would just be too much for her. Andrea Lee, Lauren Murphy, Montana De La Rosa, going down to Jan Jounen at strawweight, Angela Hill, even, of course, Carla Esparza. All of those ladies are going to give her hell. So, you know, I'm a fan of Paige just as a person. You know, she seems cool, very positive. So instead of seeing her get hurt, I would just rather see her, you know, hang it up now as a fighter. Maybe just be a trainer, maybe just make some type of fight videos or teach people to own a gym, you know, just stay in the fight world that way, you know, because if she wants to continue to make money off of her face, you know, her likeness, her body, she'll want to stay away from fighting at this point, especially if you continue to get that arm broken. You know, if you want to go back on Dancing with the Stars, you're going to need your face. You know, you're going to need less scar tissue. You know, you're going to need those legs to do the moves you do. You know, you don't want to suffer any more broken bones, so you can't go to these other outlets that you make money at, you know. So just a wise move on her, you know, wise move for her just to go ahead and hang it up as a fighter. But Amanda Ribas, love the energy, very positive person, but when she gets in there, it's all business, it's all ass whooping. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Should Paige retire from here? Amanda Ribas, who you want to see her fight next? Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm out. Peace.